Sam here from Trade to Prosper, just to give you another review. This one I've been really following for a while, and I've been pretty much invested in it, which is Glimmer. More so Glimmer than Moon River. Why? Because I went in for the ICO and I've been staking it with the bear market. So I'm in for the long haul, thinking that there's a chance that it can do really well. That's with the DOT platform, and you can look at the history of Glimmer, and I can show you some stuff with my staking, and you can have your own ideas about Glimmer. But we can tell from this chart though, and when you look at it, previous all-time high when it first came out was $50. So that's a pretty nice number, especially when it's 31 cents. So I'm hoping it will get back to $51. Now, imagine that. That's pretty good, isn't it? New projects tend to do that. And with this one on Binance, I think it went from 25 cents all the way to 50 cents. Now we can say that such projects can drop 90, 80 cents. This one dropped 99%. Now it's still in the early days, but you can see the upside. Now what's clear about this is the channel. There was a channel. So what we did is we kept dropping, and then this slow descent in a channel. And that channel's there. Hold on, let's just pick it out clearly. Get some stuff out the way. And now try to guess the bottom. It was very hard to do that. But what we can do is, if we hide certain aspects of this chart, you'll see a few things here. 200 moving average, or the moving averages. So we've got the 50, which is in pink, I think. This one here is the 50 daily moving average. A 21 monthly moving average is just there. So that's going to be a strong resistance, which is about 82 cents. We've got this daily 200 EMA. So the daily 200 EMA, and we don't see the weeklies at all because it hasn't been around for that long. But what we can see is all these moving averages have come down and price has broken above it, retested it ever so slightly. Now all the major moving averages are below it. That's a good sign. The pink one, the 50, was acting as resistance up to a point, and then now it's going to likely to act like support along with the 10 and 20 moving average. Now this is a 4-hour chart. You can see, looking up close, we break above the moving averages, we come down, there's some patterns there, and I've got my moving averages. Now here are the liquidity moves. So it's in a range, it's in the shakeout range. So we've broken out of what I see is the main resistance. See this level here? That is a main resistance. Main resistance all the way along. Some resistance here, resistance, and now we're breaking out. From a Wyckoff perspective, if this is our, I suppose this is our sell and climax and our spring. So what we have is a W formation. Pull back and just going to continue. Question is, how high can it go? For the short term, we expect it to hit the 1 based on the way I did the Fibonacci. Now the golden ratio is still roughly, this area is still roughly resistance. So it hasn't really broken out the main resistance level. And so what we can say is that's our resistance. Where's the template? So that's our resistance, and we've broken above it actually. Not bad. So if this could, and you can see how that's working out, it's likely to go. It just hopefully, if long as Bitcoin doesn't drop suddenly, this is likely to go. And if it does come down, that's your buy position, and we might just break out like that again using the 618 level here. So the middle here is pretty much makes sense that's our main resistance. So we are looking to move higher on the daily. Let's have a look. If we just need a clear break. At the moment, it's not a clear break. If we get a clear break, then up. That's going to go strong. Obviously, maybe a resistance here, but the 21 monthly might be a resistance. We don't have any trend lines that we can rely on, but long-term wise, we're expecting it to really go. Now, what can we see from this is the moving average is pretty much going to play a support role. There might be a case where it just goes crazy because we're going sideways a fair bit, and then it just might spike the likes of other charts. Now, I can't really say that much except for that level is important. We're breaking above. We haven't quite passed. So if you're late on the scene, leave it alone. I wouldn't trade it. Now let's look at Moon River. So this is my trade for today. We did identify this level, and we've entered the breakout. It was a hard one because we were seeing it fluctuate, but we entered it, and now we're pretty much up. I'm looking at this as another move to the upside. On the left side, Moon River, I saw it late. It's associated with Glimmer. We had our resistance, and that resistance I made it at 618, makes sense. We have confluence with levels with the Fibonacci, and the one is the resistance, and we have this trend line, and it's perfectly resistant. So what I'll see now, like very similar to this area here, we'll go sideways, and then I think we'll pop up. I don't think it will drop much, and then we have these targets.
There you have it. Please give Sam a like, share, and subscribe to his channel to support him for doing more of these posts.